With its bright orange wings and intricate black and white details, the monarch butterfly is one of the most recognizable insects on the planet. After years of declining populations, it was recently declared endangered. But the beloved monarch has an army of activists dedicated to ensuring its survival. Debra Alfarone introduces us to the next generation of first responders answering the call.
In a garden at St. Joan of Arc School in Aberdeen, Maryland.
We are looking for weeds to pull out and caterpillar eggs, and we just found one.
All 200 students from pre-K through 8th grade.
There are milkweed, there's also lavender.
Are working to keep the migratory monarch butterfly population alive.
I think it's really intriguing because it really shows how life can start really small and then it can turn into something really huge, which is what happens to these butterflies. Okay, where's the other?
This garden is one of about 3,000 certified monarch way stations at schools across the country. That means it grows nectar plants and the all-important milkweed plant the monarch caterpillar needs to live.
The baby caterpillars will eat the milkweed, and then they grow into caterpillars and make their chrysalises.
About 2 weeks later, the metamorphosis is complete and a breathtaking monarch butterfly can emerge. Eva can tell you why their survival is so important.
They are pollinators, so they help the reproduction of flowers and they help the ecosystems because they help level out the playing field for different animals for what they need to do.
But the garden and the many lessons it grows wouldn't be here if it weren't for two forces of nature.
She always pushed you to be your best.
One is former principal Tracy Tokarski.
She strived for her students to be better than they even thought they could be.
Tokarski created the garden. The STEM and butterfly enthusiast died unexpectedly at age 52, right before school started last year.
Do you feel her presence?
Absolutely.
Tracy's husband, William, helped her build the garden.
I tell you, it breaks my heart. She had so much more she would have accomplished. People like her only come once in a lifetime.
Her love of the tiny insects can be seen everywhere.
What's so special about the monarch butterfly?
It's about charisma.
Chip Taylor is the second force of nature.
There is a danger, and it's in the future, and it's pretty serious.
The insect ecologist founded Monarch Watch at the University of Kansas 30 years ago. It's the program that inspires schools like St. Joan of Arc to plant milkweed-rich gardens and organizes the tagging of these exquisite creatures to gather data on their yearly migration south.
We really started this as a research enterprise and then quickly learned that we had to morph into outreach and become an educational organization. And then in 2004, when it became clear that we were losing a lot of habitat to changes in agriculture, we had to morph again into a conservation organization.
Taylor says you can blame a lot of the loss of monarchs on the widespread use of herbicides.
If we're losing monarch butterflies, we're losing other species.
Just a little part of a story today, because we
and potentially losing lessons this garden can teach, says new principal Diane Kessler.
We use it so often to teach the children so many things: caring for the earth, the life cycle, even our faith of finding your destination.
The next step for these butterflies, their yearly migration to Mexico.
These are teeny tiny stickers because our butterfly wings are so small.
Teachers show the students how they tag the butterflies so Monarch Watch can collect data about their incredible journey.
Oh, and look at that. She was ready to fly. Yay!
Now to the metamorphosis of this conservation effort. After 30 years, 2 million butterflies tagged, 1 million milkweeds planted, and 40,000 gardens certified, it's time for Chip to spread his wings.
Why is it time to retire now?
You're not 85 years old yet. It's bittersweet giving up this program to somebody else because I know it's going to change. I mean, it's not going to be the same thing I created. Hopefully it'll be something better.
Leaving the fight to save nature's icon of conservation to the next generation.
Ooh.
And so the incredible journey begins. For the monarch, it's about 3,000 miles. For the students of St. Joan of Arc and the ones who come after them, it's immeasurable.
Go, go, go! Go, butterfly, go, go, go!
For CBS Saturday Morning, Debra Alfarone, Aberdeen, Maryland.